Hello and welcome back. I am Emily Jean if you're new here, and I have officially been on BookTube for 1 year. So I thought I'd make a video to celebrate, chat about some of the things that I kind of learned over this past year, the impact that it's had, and do the BookTube Anniversary Tag, I think. I haven't even looked through the questions, but I have them. So if you want to hang out, chat 1 year anniversary, grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's get cozy. 1 year. So it's actually 1 year and a month. It was December 22nd, 2021 that I did my very first bookish video. I had a couple videos, like I was exploring unboxing videos and subscription boxes. And then I found a book subscription box and I was like, oh yeah, I love reading. Like maybe I should talk about books. So I found the world of BookTube, fell in love, and did my first bookish video, which I think was a bookish book box unboxing on December 22nd. So it's been a little over a year now. And some of the biggest shifts that I've noticed are just recommitted to reading, which is like a personal love and joy of mine and always have been since I was a little kid. I remember like new releases of books coming out and waiting to get my pre-ordered copy and then staying up all night to read it. It was definitely what I turned to. So it helped me fall in love with that reading for joy and pleasure again. I mean, I definitely have been over the years, but I wasn't prioritizing it as much. I mean, I became a mom, my son was a little one running around, so I just wasn't prioritizing it as much. And this past year, making the BookTube videos, doing the channel, connecting with other booktubers just helped me really recommit to that reading and remember what an impact it has on my sense of happiness and joy and satisfaction. So that was a huge personal impact from this channel. Second was I found new friends, like really able to connect with people through this community, which is so nice. People to chat with about books or just watch their videos. There are so many of you that I feel like I know, even though I've never met in person, just from watching your videos every week. So it's been really nice just to get to know new people, to get to see other people's thoughts on reading, how people pick out their books, like TBR games. There's so much creativeness and uniqueness in this world of reading that it's been really fun to get to know that as well. And then I also found or remembered this love of recording and editing and sharing videos. It's fun. It's really fun for me. I took a video editing class in high school and I had forgotten until this year how much I loved editing videos. And like, I don't, obviously, you guys know I don't do anything crazy in my editing, but just that process of recording, putting into software, is fun. I enjoy it. So that's been really nice to have that creative piece of it as well. Okay, and then I wanted to just go through the BookTube Anniversary Tag questions. So first question is, what anniversary are you celebrating? 1 year? What genres do you mostly focus on? So definitely fantasy, but moving into sci-fi, thriller, horror, mystery. This past year, I remembered all the other genres that I love. Fantasy was kind of my go-to because I definitely enjoy it. I like fantastical worlds, but I want to bridge into more sci-fi. Last year, I read 20, I don't know. I did my 2021 year in review pile. If you want to check that out, I'll link that in the description box below. But I read a lot of sci-fi last year and I remembered how much I love space settings, sentient AI, technology that comes alive. I love it. You got me hook, line, and sinker. So more sci-fi. I read 2 thrillers, both by Taylor Adams, No Exit and Hairpin Bridge, that were like, whew, so good. So I want to read more mystery and thrillers this year, and more contemporaries. I've actually read a couple contemporaries and I always used to think like these are kind of boring, like they're just real life, why would we want to read them? But now I'm getting more into like really well written contemporary fictions too. So those are the genres, I guess. I'm not afraid to pick up genres that I don't normally pick up. I'm willing to give them a try, but those are probably the majority that you'll see on this channel for now. What's been your channel's proudest moment in the past year? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, this is a really weird thing, but when I was able to get my customized URL, I was really happy. I can't remember now what you had to hit, if it was 100 subscribers. I don't know. I can't remember. But when I was like waiting to be able to get my customized URL, that seemed like a really big thing to me. So that was a really happy moment. And then just creating the channel in general, I'm just proud to be recommitting to something that I love so much, and sharing it with other people feels really good too. Do you receive ARCs to review? I've never received a physical ARC. I have gotten a couple NetGalley ARCs. And then I just signed up for a new service called, I don't know, I'll put the name up here. That looks really interesting, and I'll probably check out a few books from there. But with ARCs, I guess if I build them into my TBR, it'll be okay, but I feel like it puts pressure on me to read it before it comes out, which isn't the worst thing. I just haven't done a lot of work with ARCs yet, so we'll see how that develops over time. What type of videos do you enjoy making most? I think book reviews. They're not like viewed the most, but I like making book reviews and chatting about it. And then my favorite is when other people come back to the comments to talk about their thoughts on it. Like, that's what I love, talking about favorite books or book rants. So definitely the book reviews are some of my favorite to do. What kind of videos do you like to watch from other people? Ooh, everything. I love reading vlogs, like a day in the life / reading vlogs. Books with Lala, she does that really well. I really like her reading vlogs. There are so many people that do good reading vlogs, but I like day in the life reading vlogs. I like watching other people's most anticipated. It gives me a lot of good ideas. I like watching other people's book reviews. My favorite is probably book rants. I love watching a good book rant. It's just like so entertaining. Even though we want to love all the books we read, I think some people do really good book rants, and it's fun because you know it's their opinion and their experience, and there are probably plenty of other people who loved and enjoyed the book, but I really like watching some book rants. Was there anything you tried on your channel in the last year that didn't work? I enjoy watching reading vlogs or day in the life vlogs, but every time I try to film it myself, it's so hard. How do you guys do it? Like, I have a hard time enjoying the reading, knowing that the filming is on, and maybe it just comes with practice, but also like just remembering to record. It's a lot of footage to sort through and put together. So I did one, which was really fun, and it was a summer scavenger hunt that our library put on this summer with my son. So that went up. I'd like to do more, but I'd like to figure out a way that feels good for me to do it. And maybe it's more like a day in the life reading vlog like people do, rather than just sitting down and reading on camera. I felt really awkward doing that. Let me know if you have tips for doing reading vlogs. But so far last year, it didn't work for me. Have you done anything in the last year that you won't keep doing this year? I think end of the month wrap-ups. I don't know. I think I'd rather do individual book reviews than like gloss through the bunch at the end. It feels like, do you guys really care about all the books that I read in a month? Is it having an impact on your life, or are you enjoying it? Although I do like watching other people's end of the month wrap-ups. But for me, I think I'm going to take a break from the wrap-ups, do individual reviews, and then every once in a while maybe do like a recent reads of books that I'm not doing individual reviews on for whatever reason. But I think the like committing to wrapping up each month, I probably won't do for a little bit and see if it comes back. 9, is there anything you plan to do more of this year? Yeah, individual book reviews. Individual book reviews. I'm going to try to do vlogs again, see if I can figure out a way that feels good. 10, is there anything new you plan to add to your channel this year? Yes, I have a little series I'm going to try out. It's in the planning phase, so I'm not going to share too much right now, but I think I think it'll be fun if it's done right, and if I can, the struggle I'm having is finding the right information for the video series. It's really difficult to find info on the topic that I'm looking to find, so I've got to be a little bit of an investigator, which I like doing. So hopefully you'll see a new series coming this year. Okay, 11. What are some of the challenges you face with your channel? Audio. Like, what? Why is this so difficult for me to get good audio? I feel like I'm either screaming or you can't hear me or there's background noise. It's taken me forever to figure out like the right microphone setup and how to get the audio quality good. Also, the editing software I use is so basic, and I've been really scared to try another one. I actually tried the super popular one. Is it an Adobe one? Yeah, Adobe Premiere. So I tried it. My computer either doesn't have enough space, our internet is too slow. It just did not work. It was terrible for me, but I'd like to find another one that's sort of similar to use, but it's a slight upgrade. With the software I have, you can't have any inlays, so you can't have other video showing or pictures showing on the same screen as you. There's no way to put that in. So that's the one thing I'd really love to be able to change and figure out this year. So if you have sort of simple, doesn't need a super fancy computer, but I still prefer computer over editing on the phone. I don't know how you guys do that, if you do edit on your phone. An editing software that's sort of simple to use, let me know in the comments, because I need some help on figuring out how to put up the inlays and the videos in there, and not being Adobe. So I would just keep it super simple with my editing, but audio has been something difficult. I think I finally got a good handle on it. This goes into the next question. What equipment to use for filming? So I have this Yeti mic, which I really like, but all these settings, I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos and I tried to figure out, sometimes my gain's too loud. What does gain even do? My volume, like the other day I recorded and it was on mute the whole time. So I don't know. Audio is, it's not the easiest thing, I don't think, for me at least. But I like this Yeti microphone. It's really nice to use. It's easy to hook up. Oh, just like logistically attaching a microphone. I record on my phone. So the equipment that I use, I use my iPhone to record. I use the Yeti for my microphone. I have a couple of umbrella lights to give me good lighting, and that's it. I've got a little table in front of me. I use my desktop to edit. I use my laptop if I have any sort of notes. So that's the equipment that I use. 13. What's one piece of advice you would give to another booktuber? Have fun. Do the videos that you want to do. Try out videos you don't want to try just to see how it feels, if maybe you do enjoy it. Number one piece of advice is don't forget your love of reading. Don't let the pressure to put content out, to hit a certain TBR or a number of books stop you from enjoying reading. Make sure when you sit down to read, you take a big deep breath and you just read. Don't lose your love of reading through the experience of doing BookTube. Let it flourish and support your love of reading instead of crossing the line into focusing so much on the video content that you pull away from your actual love of reading. That would be my number one piece of advice. 14. What's the best part of having a BookTube channel? So I think it's definitely recommitting to that love of reading, having reading being such a big part of my life again. And then a very close second is the BookTube community, just new friends to talk about reading and books with. Okay, so that's the BookTube Anniversary Tag questions. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here through my first year. I'm so excited to see where this channel goes, where the reading goes. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys who has subscribed. We're almost at 500, which is really exciting. And I just appreciate all you guys who are watching this video. So thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a beautiful day, and hopefully I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye guys.